guys, welcome back to my channel. I am super excited for today's video. It is going to be my March update for my whole collection project pan. This project was created by Becky from Becky Loves Kanga, who will be linked down below. I was inspired to do this by my friend Emily from Emily and Max, who will also be linked down below. You can also search the hashtag whole collection project pan because so many other creators do this style of project pan, which is essentially kind of like a roulette style rolling project 10 pan. My entire makeup collection is itemized on an Excel spreadsheet, and I randomly generate products to work on each month. I am trying to make my whole collection project pan more of like a shop my stash randomized style of project, not necessarily where I'm trying to finish makeup products within this project. There are some exceptions, of course, but I am really trying to use this project to just rotate through my makeup collection a little bit more with the random aspect to it. I'm like, where is my brain going? I do have one roll out today. I am currently working on 7. I have 7 products that I'm currently working on. One that I will be rolling out because I have hit my goal on it, so I will be rolling a new product in to work on. So if you're interested in seeing my update in the whole collection project pan, stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project panning content or just chit-chatting about makeup, I'd love if you would consider subscribing before moving on. And other than that, let's get into the update. Okay, I hope my lighting is like not too dark but not too light. I have been struggling with figuring out my lighting since I moved where my desk is. But before I get too rambly, let's sip some coffee. I feel like in my viewfinder it looks like I have it looks like something weird is going on with my like Cupid's bow area. So if it is it? Hold on. Okay, when I look in the mirror, it looks like nothing is going on. In the viewfinder, it looks different. Do you guys like my sweatshirt? I love it. And there's my light showing its ugly head in the background. Oh my gosh, we're a mess. Okay. I'm gonna go in order that these products were randomly rolled in. First update I gave myself, introduction, I gave myself some really lofty goals with these products. And then the first update, I changed some of my goals just so I could use this project more as a usage-based project, with the exception again of some other products that I am trying to finish up or hit pan. But I changed some of my goals. So anyway, I just got off work. Can you tell my head's in like 10,000 places? Like, we are pure chaos today and every day, but it seems extra chaotic today. So I apologize and thanks for bearing with me. All right, so the first product is my Lisa Eldridge Elevated Glow. And this, I'm turning the light down slightly so that hopefully it focuses. I hope you can see. I don't know what's going on right now. So I can't remember if, I think when I rolled this in, this is where the line was, and I did not make a new line marking last update. I could maybe make the slightest change in line marking now, but I just feel like it's not it would just end up looking like one thick line. Last update, I changed my goal to a 15 use goal on this. I did reach for this 3 times since the last update. February was a busy month for me. I was gone for a week traveling for work, and I tried to bring products that weren't necessarily in my projects just to kind of change it up a little bit. And then right when I got back, I had a week-long training where wearing makeup just like didn't necessarily make sense. So there was like a full 2 weeks basically that I wasn't really focused on my project pan products. But I did reach for this 3 times. This weighed 108 grams when I rolled this in at the introduction. It still weighs 108 grams, and I have 12 more uses to go before I hit my goal. Next up, I have my Auric Glow Lust, and I also changed my goal last update to just be a 15 use goal. I did reach for this 4 times since the last update. This weighed 167 grams when I rolled this in. It still weighs 167 grams. I mostly use this mixed in with a moisturizer just to like even my skin out a little bit and give it a little bit of a glow. When I was at the week-long training where it didn't necessarily make sense for me to wear makeup, I mostly wore this that week just with, again, mixed in with a moisturizer, and then I would do mascara and that would be like my makeup. So I got good use out of it that week, and then again, I did not bring this traveling with me. So I still have 11 more uses to reach my goal on this, and there has not been any weight change. I feel like I've let this settle and I don't feel like I can make a line marking. Like I'm not exactly sure. Let me hold it up to the light. Yeah, I'm just not sure. I feel like I should be able to make a line marking, but I can't. So it is what it is. Next up, this product has been so frustrating. This is my Tom Ford Glow bronzer, and I have been interchanging this with the e.l.f. Sunkissed bronzer because I'm also working on panning that. But I feel like I have reached for this so much since I rolled this in the introduction. This weighed 56 grams when I rolled this in, and it still weighs 56 grams. I will insert pictures as well as footage of this. So I go in with a very fluffy brush every single time that I use this bronzer. I have used this so much and I don't even feel like there's like a dip. Like I feel like the imprint isn't even all the way worn away if you look all the way around, which this was a very expensive bronzer. So I'm glad that I feel like I'm getting a ton of use and not even really having a dip. I have no idea how deep or shallow the pan is on this, but it is a little bit discouraging that I feel like, I don't know if I'll even, like it feels like I don't even know if I'll hit pan on this bronzer this year, even if I use it all the time. It is a really beautiful bronzer. I feel like it gives me this healthy, like bronzed sheen to the skin rather than being totally matte, which I personally prefer. So I'm not mad to be using this. I'm just like a little bit discouraged that it doesn't look like there's been much, if any, progress at all when I feel like I'm using this all of the time. I do have a goal to hit pan on this, and I feel like it's going to take me for freaking ever, but that's okay. Next up is the product that I will be rolling out. So this is my NYX Sweet Cheeks blush. I changed my goal last update that I wanted to use this 15 times, and I did actually reach for this 15 total times. I did bring this with me traveling for work, and I use this every single day, and I have continued to use this just about every single day that I'm doing my makeup. I have been reaching for more of like a cooler toned blush, and oftentimes I will lay this down first and then go over it with a blush on top, and I just feel like this shade has worked really well for me this month. But I feel like I also reached for this a decent amount in January as well, so I am ready to put this back. So when I rolled this in, I had a line marking right here. Last update, we were right here, and I did make a new line marking right here. This also did weigh 18 grams when I rolled this in January. It weighed 17 grams last update, and it does weigh 16 grams today. So we have had some weight change, which also is super exciting and feels really good. I'm very excited to hit my first goal within this project and roll this product out so that I can roll in a new product at the end of the video. Next, we have this Persona gloss, and my goal is to use this gloss up in its entirety. This gloss also did come with me traveling for work, and I was reapplying this so much, but this gloss also lasts a really long amount of time, so it doesn't need a lot of reapplication. It's also a little bit thicker and a little bit stickier. I feel like I loved this gloss when I first started using it, but I just have so many other glosses or lip oils that I prefer the formula over this one now. I almost purchased a bunch more Persona lip glosses at one point in time, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't. One, because I also feel like this one is just going to take me ages to get through. Like, I've been using this so frequently, and I'm like, the end is just nowhere in sight. So when I rolled this in, this is where I marked this. I don't think I marked this again last update, although I feel like maybe I could have, but this is where my new marking is. So there has been quite a bit of progress from the introduction to now. So well, quite a bit of progress, but also this is 2 months worth of progress. So a little bit discouraging. This did weigh 25 grams in January, 24 grams in February, and it does weigh 23 grams today in March. So I mean, 2, 4, 6, it might take me 8 months to finish this off, which is just such a scary thought, but I'm gonna keep trucking along. My goal is still to finish that off. In January, I also rolled in the Huda Glowish Multi-Dew Skin Tint. This weighed 56 grams when I rolled this in. It weighed 55 grams last update. I did change my goal to a 15 use goal on this one as well, and I reached for this 3 additional times in February. So now in March, this weighs 55 grams. No weight change from last update to this update. This is where the line marking is. I didn't make a new line marking, and I'm like, I can't remember if I made this line marking last update or at the introduction. I'm honestly not sure, but I still have 12. I still have 12 uses to go before I can roll this out. This actually does mix really well with my Makeup by Mario foundation, which is way too light for me. This is definitely too dark for me, especially right now when I am like ghostly pale. I do like the way that those two mix together, so I'm hoping to get like at least 5 uses next update. I don't necessarily know that I'll get through my full 12 uses on this before the next update, but hopefully 2 months more and then I can roll this out. But as of right now, this just has 3 additional uses. I did reach for this, I feel like 4 or 5 times in January as well, so it's gotten some use, but we still have those 12 more uses to go. And then last update, I had not hit my goal on any products. So as a consequence to myself, I rolled in another product. And so this one didn't roll into last update, but I did end up rolling in one of my single shadows. This is a JD Glow single shadow in the shade Unexpected. And I only reached for this 2 times last update, which I'm kind of mad at myself that I only reached for it 2 times. It is such an unexpected and just absolutely stunning and beautiful shade. I feel like I can get a ton of use out of this in March. It does have some, it almost has like a transparent with like the slightest green hue base, like almost like a transparent green. And then it has, I don't know if it has green, it does have green glitter flecks. So I wonder if it's a transparent base with some green glitter running throughout with blue. It's so beautiful. I feel like it's going to be pairing so well with all of the green looks that I have in mind for the month of March, which I'm super excited about. So I will keep trucking along on this. I did give myself the hefty goal of hitting pan on this. So we'll see if we can do that. I'm not yet sure, but that is where we stand with this one. This weighed 5 grams when I rolled this in last update. It still weighs 5 grams today. So those are the 7 products I had to update you on. Because I hit my goal on the NYX Sweet Cheeks blush, we will be rolling this out, which does mean I do get to roll in another product. And are we even surprised that I have not yet fully updated my spreadsheet? So I may end up accidentally rolling in a product that is no longer in my collection or what have you. February was a very busy month. You know, I'd like to set the goal for myself to actually get my spreadsheet together by the next update, but I make no promises. I absolutely make no promises. So that means I have updated whole collection, not really updated. There's like a bunch of like blank spots in here too where I've started to delete some of the products that I decluttered, but I have 692 products that are eligible. I also think I'm missing some of my like products that I purchased at the end of 2022 as well. Anyway, I'm just rambling. I need to update my spreadsheet is what I'm getting at. Okay, so we have my random number generator pulled. We have minimum of 1, maximum of 692, and we get number 157. So I'll pull up my spreadsheet now, and number 157 is, I'm nervous. It is, oh, before I look at it, my only rule is that I don't want to be working on more than 2 products in the same category at any given time. So the only thing I would, if I rolled in a liquid highlight, I would roll again. 157 is my Nabla bronzer. Ooh, so that means I'm going to be working on 3 bronzers. Maybe I'll just give myself a usage goal on that one. I'm going to go grab my Nabla bronzer, which is one of my favorite bronzers in my collection. So I'm not mad. I just feel like now I have 3 bronzers that I'm panning as well as a liquid bronzer. So 4 total. I'm going to highlight that green. So that's a lot. I'm going to go grab that bronzer. Be right back. All right, you guys, I am back and I have my Nabla bronzer. This is in the shade Ambra. And I tried to pan this actually last year in my Rolling Project 10 pan and was unsuccessful. I worked on this for months and this is what the bronzer is looking like. Like some of the imprint and design has worn away, but like I don't even think I like got close to pan, and this was like the only bronzer I was using for quite some time. I think I'm gonna give myself a 20 use goal on this. I feel like that is a good goal. I might maybe I'll try and use this 10 times in March and then 10 times in April, and then it would be ready to roll. Yeah, I'm gonna give myself a 20 use goal. That feels like a good goal. I don't want to give myself a goal of hitting pan on this, just because this is a baked product and I just feel like it will take way too long, especially if I'm still trying to hit pan on my Tom Ford bronzer and trying to finish up my e.l.f. bronzer, all the while trying to rotate through my bronzer collection. So I'm gonna give myself a 20 use goal on this. That feels like a really good goal. I am hoping I will have some kind of a rollout next month. What should my goal be? I feel like this maybe should be my goal, to use the Auric 11 times so that this can be a rollout, because if I don't have any rollouts next update, I still will pull a product in, and that would bring us up to 8 products, which I would rather just keep it to 7 personally, because I have other projects obviously that I'm working on. I will have all my other project pans linked in the description box in case you're interested in checking them out, as well as my whole collection project pan playlist. But that is gonna wrap it up for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Let me know what products you finished off panned, whatever it might be, in February. I love hearing from you guys. Other than that, thank you so much for sticking around to watch today's video and for supporting my channel, as you guys always do. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.